This demo has been created to demonstrate the features and functionalities of IERP.ai business prediction platform, and it's slightly tailored to the World Food Program requirements. Please keep in mind that data used in this demo are not reflecting actual data of World Food Program and are selected from the other project. So what you can see on the screen is IERP Studio platform, where users can select and create the different types of the projects. I already pre-created one of the projects, which is predicting the school attendance forecasting for Benin country. So for every single country or every single school even can be created a separate project. I will open the respective project, and system is loading already the predefined data. The data structure is so far only for the sales forecasting defined, however, we'll be working during our project to tailor this for the requirements of the World Food Program. Currently, system is doing the validation of the data, and speed of the application is strongly dependent on the hardware to be used and also on the volume of data. So currently what system is doing is loading the data to the application platform and is cross-checking if there are potentially any errors in the data processing. Errors in the data processing means that there is a wrong format of the data imported, or there are some illogical sequences of the data where, for instance, the date has been exchanged for the product or vice versa. As I was mentioning, this program or project has been created for World Food Program as a demo, but it's using the sample data from the pet shop, so please don't get confused. Within the next step, user is selecting the algorithm. So currently we are going to request the demand forecasting with the units of time of the month, and I have selected the forecast length 12 months. This can be even shorter or longer forecast length. In the section of the trainer, we are performing the training of the AI algorithm. System is automatically training every single product, location, or every single student and school and the city, and is automatically selecting the best model and best machine learning algorithm fitting the requirements. I have already loaded the products over here, or actually the import files. Import files will be different for the purpose of the project. Keep in mind this is just a demo project. Thank you. Within the columns, system is validating respective columns if there are any errors or the warnings. If there are any errors on the warnings, then user will see the number over here of the errors and can generate the PDF report, which will clearly highlight which are the errors. Currently, you can see that we have successfully loaded almost 200,000 lines. Within the next step, can user review what the data has been loaded. So in the terms of the product locations and customers, and keep in mind, again, this is not reflecting the World Food Program data, then user can review what the data has been loaded, including the sales history or attendance history in the case of WFP, and also visualizations that what was the history of the attendance in the time. Within the training, this is the place where user is executing the training. The first training is usually supervised. However, the other training can be unsupervised, which means that they don't need user interaction. The starting of the training to develop the forecast and to develop the models basically for forecasting school attendance is as simple as clicking of one button. This might take certain volume of the time, and again, it's very strongly dependent on the hardware and also on the volume of the data. So sources files are the files we are going to load to predict the attendance in the schools. Please keep in mind that these are not reflecting the actual World Food Program project, but this is just a sample project, and also the data over here is just demo data. Again, there is a validation of the columns, so if there are any errors or warnings or some mistakes in the data, it will get highlighted over here, and generated PDF document can be printed out to review which data didn't pass validation. In the terms of the data, you will be able to see then which locations, schools, or which students actually are visiting the school and what is the history of the attendance. You can review the visualization, and we are intensively working on the business intelligence, which will be available in upcoming weeks. In the terms of the forecasting, you can select the actual student, you can select the location, the school, and assisted forecasting will show you what will be the forecast of attendance. Again, keep in mind that this is just testing data. If you would like to export the data directly from the application, then we can do this as a CSV output. So we just click on the browse, select output, save, and start forecasting. What system will do? System will export for us CSV file, and we can work with this one further. The export of the file is dependent on the size and quantity of the data to be exported. The last option is the Studio API connectivity, where application IERP Studio Prediction Platform can be connected to any kind of the ERP or CRM or any other system with the APIs, and can support exporting and importing of the results through the API. Within the production log, we can review what's the training history, what's the forecasting history, and if there are any errors eventually in the application. These files can be exported and sent to IERP support for further processing in case of any errors. That was the demo of IERP Business Prediction Platform. My name is Dusan. I'm CEO and co-founder of IERP. Thank you very much for your attention.